Let's now first complete the view components of this simple app. So we're going to create 3 buttons in our graphical user interface design. So one button for incrementing the counter value, one button for decrementing the counter value, and the third one for resetting the counter value back to, let's say, 0 for simplicity. Okay, so now first of all, go to your layout XML file. You can also find it under app, under resource, and under layout over here. Okay, make sure you can go to that XML file, and then we'll go to, and also before you do that, make sure the opening tag for your texture view for the design is going to be relative layout. It's very important. Otherwise, if you have constrained layout from a newer version of Android Studio, it's not going to load to the lab machine eventually, in which case you gotta redo all the GUI components. So make sure you do have relative layout to start with. Okay, let's go to graphical design perspective over here. So we're going to drag and drop 3 buttons. Okay, first of all, let's get the first button here, and then we just, for example, we can okay, for you can definitely make it maybe expand all the way to the right. I'll leave that to you just to save time. Okay, the first button here, let's give some text over here. Let's say increments. Okay, and then let's also give in the lab machine, you can just double click on the button, and then you can give ID and also text. Okay, for now, for this version here, for the ID, I'm just going to say button increments. Okay, and then I'm going to have a second button for decrements. Okay, I'm going to drag and drop the second button over here. Okay, and then for the text, I'm going to say decrements. And then for the ID, let's be consistent with say button decrement. Okay, so we got 3 buttons here, but we haven't connected this to any controller or model just yet, but we will do that in a moment. Okay, and then we also have another button here, let's say reset. Okay, let's put it here. It's called a reset. Okay, double click on that, and then the text, we're gonna say reset. And then for ID, we're gonna say button reset. Okay, and now we're also going to have a text view for displaying the output for the counter value. Basically, every time after you either increments, decrements, or reset the share counter, the text view is going to display the current value of the counter, the updated value of the counter. Okay, so now let's also drag and drop some text view over here and over here, and then we're going to let's say for the text is simply just empty. And for the ID, we can simply say, you can say label and then result, or you can just say label counter value. Let me just say label and then result, like that. Okay, and then what I can do is I can make this one here. Okay, I can try to maybe drag and drop it a little bit better, so I can expand maybe all the way to the right over here for the result over here. Okay, you can also choose to change the text alignments. In the newer version of Android Studio, you can simply just choose the central alignment over here. But for the older version, they still have this feature here, but you just have to look over the properties or the attributes in the list to do that. Okay, I'll leave that to you, but it's not really important for the demonstration. Okay, so now in this simple graphical user interface design, we got 3 buttons here: increments, decrements, and reset. Later on, we're going to see that we're going to attach different methods. Each one of them is going to be attached to an independent and separate method. However, all the methods, all the 3 methods, are going to somehow modify a shared single object, counter objects. But I'm going to see how we can do that. Okay, but for the graphical user interface, now you should see that how you can do this. But you can, to make sure that this graphical user interface design works on your particular machine, you can already launch your app and see that the 3 buttons in the text view are really displaying well. I'll leave them to you.